In the early summertime, I made a video giving a prediction as to how I would go from ten to $50,000 per month, and it was going to be through finding a new client, Ken McElroy, who runs this massive billion-dollar business, and I was going to take over all of his social media and funneling stuff. I have now, living in Arizona, taken over all of his funneling stuff. I have trained his team. I'm doing everything pretty well to where I have freed up a lot of my time. I was working 14, 15 hours a day when I first got here. Now I really only have to work 2 days a week. So I'm looking for more work. And now I'm making another prediction. The next person that I'm going to take on is Russell Brunson, who, if you don't know, he is one of the best funnelers in the world, which simply means converting cold or warm traffic into paying customers. He owns ClickFunnels. He's written the best books on marketing that I have ever read in my entire life. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for him. The reason why I'm so confident about this prediction is because of the situation I'm in. I'm going to give you guys a quick lesson as to the way that my brain processes. So many people try and get any business that they can and then try and show results for them if they're running some sort of service-based business. My entire goal is one, I will only work with people if I am incredibly, almost 100% confident that I can show results for them instantly and I see a hole as to what I think they are doing wrong. And number two, if it is someone that I think I can learn from and gain a lot of value, because eventually I will be in a position where I can open up my business and I've scaled to a point where I can take on any client that wants to pay me whatever amount that I'm charging. But in the meantime, while my goal is education and learning and being able to service clients to the best possible degree to where I can generate them unlimited amounts of money, I just want to learn from other people who have gotten to hundreds of millions of dollars per year in whatever business venture they are in. And Russell Brunson, I think, is the perfect person. So, how am I going to do it? First off, you just ask the people that you provided value for in the past. I just sent Kenny McElroy a text saying, hey, do you know anyone that is friends or coworkers with Russell Brunson? And Ken said, I probably do because this guy literally knows everywhere. I'll give you guys a quick story of how he does. We were at a Mike Tyson event where it was a ribbon cutting event because Mike Tyson was opening up a school and Ken was asked to speak there. First off, that alone, we met Mike Tyson. That was cool. But I was talking, me and Ken were talking, and someone comes up and slaps him on the shoulder, gives me like a dab up kind of type of thing. And I'm talking to both of them and busting this dude's balls. He was a funny dude. And then Ken said, oh, how'd you like Governor Ducey? I was like, what? He's like, oh, that was the governor of Arizona, or he used to be the governor of Arizona. We're good buddies. I said, what the hell, Ken? Why didn't you tell me that? And before I was joking around with him. So Ken knows everybody. So I knew because I provided with him so much value, if I'm asking him, I didn't tell him why. I will tell him why. But all I did is because I've provided him so much value in the past. So I texted Ken, said, hey, do you know Russell Brunson? He said, I probably do, but I don't, I probably know someone who knows him. Let me ask around. And because I'll be getting made the connection, I know that I could close it if I can get the introduction. But the only reason why I can name the person that I want to work with is because I provide such good results. That is the only reason. If you make someone so much money, they feel like they need to help you in some sort of way. I don't even charge Ken really too much money. I'm charging him through experience and helping me grow my business. And he's doing that handsomely because I'm providing him so much value. That is the mutualistic kind of relationship. If you guys, or I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I am sacrificing short-term income for education. And that education is going to help me in the long run more than any sort of amount of money that I would ever charge right now. And I know that the money will follow because if you make someone F you money, you are going to get paid handsomely so you can continuously do that. And so all I focus on is being the absolute best at what I do. And then it doesn't really matter about anything else. And so I think if people focused more on their skill set and the value that they're providing whoever they are working for, they would make 100 times more money than if they were focused on the money. That's the way that I've seen it over and over and over again. If you do such a great freaking job that is undeniable, then you will get paid anything. I'm telling you, the money comes. Trust me, it definitely does. But now, so the overarching principle that I was going after, instead of me taking on any business or people that I don't think I could provide much value for, but because they were willing to pay me, 20 grand a month, I take on any client. Instead, I am searching for my ideal person to work for, and then I find out how can I work for them. And then I'll do whatever it takes to work for that specific person. And my ideal person is someone who has a massive business infrastructure, is a business person first, has a large social media, but is doing most things wrong. And I can instantly provide some sort of value. And instead of just working with anybody, because there's people who've offered me tens of thousands of dollars per month, but I turn them down because I don't think that I can provide them that kind of value. I only really want to take on the work that I know I can provide value for until I develop my skill set better. So I'm just staying in my lane, which is something that I've seen people do repetitively that are in a very successful position. You stay in your lane until your lane gets bigger. And it just takes time of learning and getting better before your lane really starts to expand. At least that's the way that I am playing it, because I focus so hard on my brand and reputation of, if I come in, I'm going to help out drastically. Therefore, there's unlimited demand. But I'm looking for the specific avatars that allow me to maintain that kind of demand. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So I'm making another prediction. The last hard prediction that I had was I was going to find a way to work for Ken McElroy. I did that. I'm now working for him, and I did exactly what I said I was going to do, actually better than I thought. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I don't know. People say manifestation. I never once thought about that. I just know that I can visualize this shit so well. I knew for a fact, because I had thought it out to such a high degree, that I knew that I was going to be working with him, because I thought out the game plan. I thought out the business plan that we were going to do, the strategy, the conversations that we were going to have going back and forth, every single video, every single thing I thought about before I even pitched him on the idea. And now I'm starting to see that same type of thing with Russell Brunson. I don't know why I've been able to do this consistently, but anytime I feel like something is 100% going to happen because I've visualized it 100 different ways, A to Z, it ends up happening. I don't know if there's anything to that, but it has happened every single time in my life, and I'm going to hopefully continuously try and figure that out. So I'm not going to say I guarantee, but with strong conviction, I will be working with Russell Brunson. And I also said that would be a massive dream of mine when I first read his books, because he helped me make so much more money from funneling views into paying customers. So I just want to help him get the views and hopefully learn how he funnels. That would be the goal there. And then I would take those funneling techniques with all the other clients that I have. That would increase the amount that I'm getting paid per every single client. So either way, that would be a win-win situation. And that's the frame that I would pose it as. I would say, dude, my goal is from you is to learn. And that's what I always do. That is always I always say that the mutualistic relationship that we're going to have is, my goal is not to make a bunch of money from you. It is to learn as much as possible from you. And here's how we're going to do it. Blah, 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 whatever. So now that I'm ready to take on more work, this is how I think it would actually work out. I mean, I only have to be in Arizona on Mondays right now. So I would probably fly out Tuesday night. I'm pretty sure Russell Brunson's in Boise, Idaho. For the first few weeks, I would probably go Arizona Monday, leave Tuesday, go to Boise from Tuesday to Friday, come back to Arizona on Saturday, hang out here for the weekend, then repeat that for a few weeks, get everything automated. Then I could manage it online. I mean, that's the way that I'm thinking about it, because I'm staying in Arizona at least until the end of May. Anyway, I'm just spitballing something where I haven't even had a conversation with the guy. I'm